Welcome to another WWE Supercard video. Before the video starts, make sure to like this one. Let's hit 100 likes. You guys have been waiting for this video and I have it out, so let's hit 100. If every single person hits it, we hit it easily. Make sure to sub. We're on the road to 5.5k before the end of the year. Can we hit it? I think so. So yeah, this took me a while to edit, so hopefully you do enjoy it. Hopefully I've been clear, and yeah, enjoy the video. Peace out. Alright, here is game number 1. Now, this one is not a win, ladies and gentlemen. This is a loss in the finals. But I still want to show you guys, you can't win them all. So first, I got 2 Batistas, which is going to be a pro. I got a 1-2-3 kid, Commander Aziz, right arrows, and Austin Theory, bottom arrow. So really not good, no tags, but I do want to get that Batista pro ASAP. So we're going to walk into the game, walk in. I'm going to trade away Aziz, and I'm going to get a Apollo. So at least now I have a tag, which I'm going to use in round 1. Maybe I should have used a Batista and another card, but I did get the win right there. So you know what? I will take it. Next up, I have a single toughness speed, which is going to be Batista. It should be a win, which is not because both of them procced. And again, this game mode takes a lot of luck. Now, tag not compatible. Am I going to win this? Now, luckily, he did not have a compatible tag, so I did win this one. So it's going to be 1-0. Again, this is a how to play Survivor and not a guaranteed wins. Okay, you cannot win guaranteed in Survivor mode. Now I pro my Batista. You always want to pro them right away. So now I got an Austin Theory pro coming up next. So 2 down arrows. I'm going to trade away Apollo, which was not the best idea, but I did get an up arrow. So first match, Batista, both pros, going to be a tie. Next up, I got 2 tags. I'm going to go with the worst cards because I want to get the tag at the end, and they will be compatible. So this was a good decision because he had Brock and Austin Theory, which is a tag. So you want to use your worst cards. Now Power, Jinder's pretty good, but I got 2 compatible. He does not unless he uses super move. Nope. So that is a 2-0 win to start off. And I got 2 pros. I'm gonna be working. It's a tie, excuse me. So I didn't win the tie. My bad. I did win the tie. Now I will combine Austere. Now the issue is I got 2 bottom arrow pros, an up arrow, and a tag. So next round we'll give up Apollo again. I'm focusing on the yellow arrows. I'm trying to get a tag with Austin Theory, and then work with Jinder with the tag. But now I got a freaking X-Pac pro. I use Batista for a single. He's a pro. The tag, I will use my 2 worst cards, which is going to be the X-Pac. Not a compatible. So he's got the pro and he will win it. It's going to be 1-1. And here comes the last match. It is a tag, which is compatible. I got a pro and a non-pro. Now he does not have a pro, so this should be an easy win. And I will start off 3-0. So my deck is not the best, but you always want to have a good single or an F1 and a tag. So I'm going to combine them both. Now I have 2 bottom arrow pros, and I want to try and get Jinder Mahal because I can use Batista or X-Pac, depending on if it's speed charisma, I can use X-Pac, or I can use power toughness for Batista. Now I get Jinder, so I get lucked out, so I will be able to combine them. Now I'm going to do, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I should use these, so I do, which was not the best idea. It might come to a loss because, yep, it will be a loss. So you want to use your 2 weakest cards, man. Next round is another tag, which I win. He used his pro and a single. Interesting. So I will win it. And the last game is lucky because I got the fan. But I think I would have won that anyways since 1-2-3 kid is speed. 1-2-3 kid Xbox, same thing. Okay. Next game, I'm skipping forward quite a bit. I've got Batista Pro twice, I think, or once. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to use Batista here. First one, it is a loss, so tough one. You want to use your weakest cards first game. Sometimes you can, but sometimes you shouldn't. But now I have 4 pros. I'm going to use a super move on my worst card on this one. So I'm going to use a super move, and then I lost. This is the finals, by the way, so I lost on the super move. Not too good. And that is going to be an L for game 1 in the finals. Next game, we got a pro, 2 pro straight away. I'm not always going to be lucky, but what I recommend you guys doing is trying to trade higher cards and get all your lower cards to get pro, because people will give you pros right away. So I start off the game pretty easily. Round 1 is either a win, well, no shit, it is a win or loss, but if you lose, not the biggest deal, but you always want to try and win the first one. It's just based on how good your cards are. So first round, I'm going to combine second round, I'm going to combine Wwe Barrett, so that's going to be a nice little pro, and Isaiah Scott will be a nice tag, and there we go, got RFD. So F1 Wwe Barrett, and then Isaiah Scott as another card. So I'm going to try and get a bottom arrow if it's possible, and I do get Wwe Barrett. So I am set here. I got 3 pros, 2 down arrows, and 1 up arrow. One can be used as a single, and the other 2 can be used as a tag. Now I get a lucky first round, and I get a nice compatible tag. He does not use his compatible, but whoop! Reversal! Nope, still a win. So I got defend next one. It is a single match. I will use it and get the easy win. Man, looking at these clips, I got really lucky this one. Again, it's based off luck. So I win that 2-0, and I will combine my Wwe Barrett. So I got 2 pros, 2 down arrows, and an up arrow, which I will be proing soon. And now I get Austin Theory, famous Austin Theory. I'll trade him away. Trade away your worst card if it's possible, or a card that doesn't fit or doesn't tag. So first round, now here I'm using the technique. You want to use your worst card. So I'm going to use Dexter Loomis, because now I have 2 up arrows, 1 bottom arrow. So use RVD, not a pro, so that sucks. So he can have 3 pros or not. Now I got my tag, use a bad card and a good card, and I do win. And last game, it should be a win, which is Wwe Barrett, its power. So he is a pro, he will win easily. Alright, 3-0. My god, I'm steamrolling through. Now I'm going to pro Isaiah Scott, so I'm going to have a tag and Wwe Barrett as a single, which is just beautiful. Now, what you really want to have is always 3 pros, and trying to get that 4th one is really tough because someone needs to trade it to you. Now, Austin Theory is back. He would have been a pro, and now I use the strat. Use your worst cards at the beginning because, look, he used a pro, and you did not. Even if you lose game 1, you still, if you do have 3 pros, you can have 3 pros to use, and he has only either 2, or if he's really lucky, he can have 4, but it's not that, it's not really gonna happen most of the time. So I do have a tag here with 2 pros. I did use them, and that's why he used another one, and now he's probably gonna have one towards the end, but I did get a defend again. So that's what happens. I maybe would have lost game 1 and game 2, and it would have been over right away. Now here, I'm not gonna do anything because I don't want to get a good card and trade it away for absolutely nothing. So I'm going to trade away again Austin Theory because I want to get 2 tags and I get an Austin Theory again. So again, same strat, use my worst tag, RVD, and Austin Theory, and boom, there you go. He uses 1 pro, so he either has 2 left or 3 left if he is really lucky, which is most likely going to be 2. Now here's the tag. You want to use your 2 best card, Isaiah Scott, so he only has 1 pro. You have 2 pro, so that's a win. Now that means his last card will be a pro, so it is pretty much a 50-50. Now I got Wwe Barrett, so I want power toughness, and I get toughness. Well, I win. I do. He does not have a pro, which is actually shocking. So he can either have 2 or 3. So there you go. Sometimes you gotta remember what the other people have, because you can face them again. Next up, we got against Leo. Gonna trade away this Austin Theory. Is he gonna come back? Oh, he comes back again. Austin Theory. Now, my worst match, I would use the down arrow, or I'm going to use the up arrow. Now, this is not the best strategy. You want to use your worst cards. I did get the win. Now, the tag, I should have used. That's could be a bad idea because he did not use a pro, but it did not cost me unless he uses a super move, which he does. That's why you want to use your worst cards. You learn from your mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. You want to use your worst card at the beginning because this can happen. And it's a tag. He probably has 2 pros and he does not. But I think I lose. I do lose. So that's why. If I would have used my worst cards, I would have probably won this. I would have a up and down arrow pro and I probably would have won. Next game, I'm 5-1 against Enigma 5-1. It's going to be a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Austin Theory gone. Is he going to give me another one? No, but it's a Wwe Barrett F1. Now I am chilling tag. Now I learned from my mistakes. Use your worst cards, even if it's a solo match. And look, he used 2 pros. So he either has 1 more, you have 3 of them, or he has 2 more and you have 3 of them, which is a W. Now, this is tough because he can have a card which is really good in speed and toughness, which is not the best stats for Wade Barrett, but I do lose, unfortunately. Now, that does really suck. Undertaker is a hell of a good card, so you can't really feel bad about that one, and that's going to be obviously a loss, a 2-1 loss, which you would have preferred getting a tag right there, which I would have preferred getting a tag right there, and then get the solo. Maybe could have been a win. So now here, you always want to, if it's an F1, you always want to click on your pro first to combine. If not, it will not F1 the card. It will F1 it, but the stats won't upgrade. I learned that the bad way. Now, you can get lucky on buys. There's nothing you can do on buys. It's just based off luck. And yeah. All right, so we're getting Enigma again. Now, user 2 worst cards. I know what his deck looks like. Is he going to do the same strat last time? He does the same thing. So he has the Undertaker left. So I'm like, okay. If he gives me a tag right away, I got this win. And he does, so he's going to use his Taker. I don't know why he used it. And there you go, you got the 2 pros. That's what I would have preferred to get last game. If I would have gotten the single, now I maybe would have lost. You always want to use your super moves, either the top 3 or the finals. Usually you want to save them towards the finals, so make sure you always have a super move. And there is the win. Think I eliminate him? I'm not too sure. Think so? Yes. Yeah, there we go. Enigma out, and we are on to the finals. Now, I haven't played this player yet. Undertaker will go away. Doesn't matter. It's pretty much the last game here because it's winner takes all. Boom, Dexter Loomis. Hopefully a tag. We get a tag. So I don't know why I used those 2, but you will see why. I use my 2 best cards. I get a tag. Excuse me. He doesn't use his 2 worst cards. And I do win at 1-0. Now, you see I have my super move. That is why. You want to use your best tags at the beginning. I will use my super move. I want to make sure I use my 2 best cards. Could have been risky, because if I lost, I used the super move, I would have lost. So I use my super move and win the match. It is pretty bad super moves. You want to keep it for the finals. You always want to try and guarantee win game 1, then use your super move, or you can wait to the end. Because maybe you can use the super move round 2. It is risky, but it's... I don't have any strategy for that one. It's just, it's pretty much a 50-50. Now, this is the last one. I'm 9-0. This is a last game. You guys see my deck? I have a Pro Papa Shango, Omos, and... Not sure who that is. Isaiah Scott? I have no idea. No, Us? Yeah. It's Xavier Woods and Jeff Hardy. So I got 4 cards, which I got really lucky with. And now you guys will see the last guy. I trade my worst card, obviously. Now, my tags is going to be either Jeff and Xavier or Omos and Xavier. Now, I got Eric, which is not the best. Now, since you have 4 cards, you can pretty much use your best card. So I use my Xavier because I had a super move again. That's why you want to keep your super move. You want to guarantee that first one. Xavier's an F2, so he's really good. So I kept him just in case. Well, I used him. I want to guarantee game 1. And now I'm like, oh, I can use my super move. But I did not, because I got Inspire, use a tag, use my tag, Eric, and Papa Shango, but I got Inspire. I'm like, maybe I can win this without a super move. And I did. Boom. Get the Inspire, get the tag, use the same combination, and I got the easy win. A 10-0 win. Yep, a 10-0 win. So yeah, that is a lot of information to take in, but basically, you always want to get some tags in. You always want to have at least 3 pros. You want to have some F1s. You want to keep your super move towards the end. It's based off luck. There is no guaranteed wins in SV. This is just my tricks. I've won about 20-ish, 20-plus game in Survivor. And again, really based off of luck. You're not always guaranteed to win. It could be rough. It could be rough sometimes, but don't overact over it. It's just a game. I'm just kidding, but yeah, there are my rewards. You guys can see. This was on stream like literally 2 seconds ago. I got a Champa and whatever. But yeah, guys, and there we go. There's the Pro Cameron Grimes, which is pretty nice. So, Survivor, tell me, guys, in the comments if I helped you. Is there anything else I want to add? I'm not sure. If you, well, actually, you always want to work on a certain colored arrow. It can be yellow or blue. Try and always get some tags, and it's very helpful. And round 1, it's just basically who has the best cards. And always try and get the worst cards possible. That's my trick. Try and get some bad cards, like you don't want a Oscar, you want a Nox, because you get them a lot, because people do not want those bad cards. So you can get their bad cards, and you can F1 them, which is going to be better than a Pro Oscar, or, well, would it? I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, I don't think there's anything else. Is there anything else I wanted to add? The proing, you always want to click on the, if you F1 a card, you want to click on the Pro, then combine. And always, first game, you always want to tank. You always want to use your worst cards, because then they could use their best cards, and then you're left with your best cards against cards they don't really want to use. You can have 3 pros, they have only 2. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if it was long, if I sped up a bit. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. I'll be glad to help you guys. But yeah, so again, Survivor, not guaranteed wins. Hope you enjoyed, and peace the hell out.